Hi, this is Jake from Optimus Futures, and in this video, I'll be walking you through the process of opening up a dome and also introducing you to some of the notable features of a dome on the ATAS trading platform. So when you are looking to open up pretty much any additional app or widget or screen within this platform, you're going to want to come to the little home screen icon widget here. This is pretty much your universal tab of where you can monitor all your orders, executions, positions, all your accounts, and where you're going to want to open up charts and other things of that nature. So you'll notice in the top right hand corner of this section here at the top where you can open up various new windows, you'll see there is an option for a smart dome. So of course this is where we are going to open up a dome through. So if you just left click this option, you'll notice it will bring you to the instrument manager, this window I'm in here. Now, of course, you will see there's a couple different options for continuous contracts. Being that we are on a dome, I personally want to open up a specific contract, for example, and in my case right now, I'm going to open up the E-mini S&P of December 2019 because that is the current trading month. So to do so, I'll just click on all instruments. Now from here, if I'm not sure what exchange it falls under or what type of product it is, I can either manually search or, of course, I can filter through these different products here. So there is what we're looking for. So you can see you highlight it. And then the first option will be continuous. If you're trading with the dome, it's probably better to just select that the current trading month. So in this example, December 2019. You can also see I can search up here at the top, type in ES, and you'll get a drop-down list, and we can select from there as well. Now, if you do trade this contract often, you might want to add to favorites. That way it'll just, you can pop it up in your favorite menu here and you'll see it listed right here. Other than that, you can highlight the contract month on this right-hand column here and then click on open, and it will open up a dome for you. So if you want, you can expand this to make it a bit bigger. You can do so both vertically and horizontally. The more you do so, as you can see, you get additional price levels on there. So it's just pretty much less scrolling you have to do. Speaking of scrolling, if you have scrolled away from the market action, as you can see I am doing right here, and you want a quick way to get back, you can hit this C button down in the bottom right hand corner, and this will center you back to the current market price. Now, some notable things to keep track of here. In the top left hand corner, this is where we're going to select our trading account. So if you do have multiple trading accounts, keep note of this section and just make sure you do have the right trading account selected. Heading over to our right now, this is where we're going to select our order duration or order flag, as some platforms may call it. You can see the default is day. So at the end of the day, if you do have any working orders, they will just automatically, cancel out. You can also do good to cancel if you do hold overnight positions or whatever the case may be. If you want to cancel that at a certain time, you would just hit this stipulation in here, and then, before you place your order, you can configure it what time you actually want it to cancel. Heading over to the right now, this is where we're going to select our order quantity. So you can see there's a few default order buttons here. So quantity of 1, 2, 3, 5, you can just jump back and forth between. Or you can use these up or down arrows to click through, or you can manually just type in and enter what you need. Continuing on here, this is where you're going to activate OCO orders, so you can create an OCO group. As long as it's highlighted, you have the option, place your entry order and then your two parameters that will either cancel or, get activated depending on that first order when it fills there. You can lock trading, so if you don't want to accidentally make a mistake, and that's the little lock button to the right. You can see here when it is red, it is currently locked, so it's impossible, as you can see, to make any mistakes within trading on the dome. And speaking of trading on the dome, it is possible. You can see you can click at the various bid or ask prices, and it'll place specific order depending on where you click, either a limit or a stop. If you want to just place it at the market, you can easily do so and, just click on the market price there to place an order. Continuing on from the right, and I will actually keep on lock trading for this demonstration. I'm not going to show you how to actually place an order because It is quite easy to do so. You just click on the various price levels and your order will pretty much get placed for you. This is a live account I'm using, so again, for this video, I'm not going to exactly demonstrate how to place orders. Just going to show you where exactly you can do so and how it is actually done. Speaking of market order buttons, you do have the 2 market order buttons down at the bottom here. You'll see MKT. Now, continuing on, if you would like to change your instrument, you can click on the change instrument button that looks like a refresh reel. So if you do trade multiple contracts, you can easily, favorite the ones you want and swap back and forth in your dome here. Now, our final button on the right, this is going to be settings, and there are quite a few in here. A lot of these settings are related to colors and different prices and things of that nature. As you can see, you can customize the columns that are displayed here, so you can double click on them. You can have the options to show last trades. You can customize the width, font, color, background color, your current day. You can see you have different header options, colors for your P&L. And this is pretty much the same across all these, so you're going to want to highlight, double click, and then go to your corresponding section. And you see, you even have the option of enabling your orders. So by default, they probably won't display on the dome here. Some platforms do, but by default, this is turned off. If you like displaying your orders on the dome, and I find that very helpful, just click on show. For this, it'll show your best price here. For your buy orders, it'll show your orders. All your orders, you can show it that way. So you definitely have a couple different options here. You also have a queue, so you double click this when you have an order waiting in queue or it's a working order. This is going to be where you can customize this section as well. Again, all of these are just different columns within our dome here, so just things to keep in mind. You also have analytical columns, so your volume profile you can add to your dome there, as we now see on the right hand side. Your trades, again, we kind of went over this with the other ones. You do have the ability to either hide your trades or the best price, or show the bid or ask sides. You have depth changes. You can make notes for yourself. There's a ton of different things here, and you can see as we click on each column, our columns on our dome actually expand, and they continue to add more and more. So this is where you activate them as well, with a simple double left click. That is how you add the column, and when you do double click it, you can customize it. So down here, this is going to be where all our columns are and where you can manage it. So you can either move them left or right. You can add new ones by clicking the add button. Or if you look at our dome right now, if we start to click remove, this is just going to remove all these miscellaneous columns that we've just added. So remember, you have one of 2 ways of doing it. You can either click on your column up here, then click add, or you can just double click it like this and it will add it into your dome. Just some other common settings that we might want to go over. One-click mode. This will pretty much avoid any order confirmation screen. So if you do have, your order preferences in your default set up and you want to trade without any delay, you would activate one-click trade mode. This is almost the opposite of locking trades. So with this, even if it's accidental and it's just something to keep note of, just a little disclaimer that accidents could be made when using this mode. Obviously, this is the most efficient way to trade. So, when that order confirmation window pops up, you pretty much avoid that and avoid the market moving in that little buffer period where you're placing an order, but just something to keep in mind. Another option you do have is to close out sending orders when a position's closed. Right now, we're on, simple order placing. You can see a description for it down here. Other things, we can set up our stops right here. So, for your OCO orders, we would set our stop as a limit when you do have OCO orders activated, of course, or even when you place a trade through the dome, we could automatically set our slippage here. And then other than that, we do have auto center. So I know I showed you the center button down in the bottom right hand corner before. If you'll notice, if you do scroll away from the market after a certain amount of time, it will automatically auto center your dome for you. Other than that, we just do have a couple sections here for visual settings, and this is going to be for the overall dome rather than each specific column, which we showed here before. This is just going to allow you to customize the background of your dome, the digits after the decimal points in volume values, the height of your rows, and then if you want, empty price levels. Finally, we just have some templates here that you can use to customize your dome, but that pretty much wraps it up for the settings. Other than that, and only other things I would like to show you on the dome, you do have the option down here to reverse a position. If you do have a position, you can flatten all your positions here, or you can cancel all your working orders down in this bottom right here. If you have created an exit strategy for yourself, you can drop down this menu here and select it from here. If not, you can click add strategy, and this will pretty much just attach, as you can see, a strategy. So it essentially creates a bracket order for yourself. It's not the exact terminology. This is considered like an exit strategy order, but just something to keep in mind. You can activate them here. Once you have your settings and your take profit and stop loss legs set up, or in this case, this is a trailing order, we'll click on add. You'll now see it within our strategy window here, stop loss and take profit, so that when we place a trade, it'll attach those two quote unquote bracket order legs on top of our order there. Other than that, you do have a strategy settings where once you have it activated, you can either rename it, you can have auto cancel orders on, or again, you can set your take profit or stop loss settings in ticks right here. But that's going to pretty much wrap it up for this video. If you do have any questions on the dome or how to actually place orders, please leave a comment in the comment section down below, and we're more than welcome to ask your question there. You can also head over to our community forum where we're constantly answering questions. We do have an ATAS section, so feel free to head over there and ask your ATAS questions there. Please give this video a thumbs up if you found this helpful. Subscribe for future ATAS content. And as always, thanks for watching.